And welcome. We have Vegas. We have Las Vegas, 100 laps today. Final playoff race of Legacy Trucks. I have Jeff here, and we have somebody new, Jonathan Edlin. Guys, have fun, and I can't wait to watch this race.
Yeah, thanks for the intro there. Yeah, 100 laps at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's Vegas, baby. Joining me tonight in the booth for his first broadcast, his premiere broadcast on DESi Racing, Jonathan Medlin. Jonathan, welcome to the booth. What do you think about tonight's race?
And I'm excited. You know, it's Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for racing. I mean, you got to share that with the world.
Absolutely. And, I know our great producer Damon will bring up the points here shortly. As was previously mentioned, as these guys are getting gridded, this is our last playoff race, and we have a pretty tight race at the top. Max Stinda, 109 points, Tyler Waltz, 104. What about the rest of the field? Well, we got a tight grouping from third through, let's see, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. These guys are all within 12 points of each other. So, we've got multiple positions available here where these guys are going to shoot it out tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got to talk with a few of these guys. Not only is this my first race broadcasting, but this is the first time I've really got to sit down and watch a lot of these guys. But I've seen a few of these names like Geist, Crosby, of course, Denda. And I'm looking forward to getting to see some of these other racers, see how they race, and kind of learn, cut my teeth, and kind of get a feel for being in the booth as well.
We're going to do the lineup here. Starting at first, welcome back, Edwin, the 92 machine. Great lap there. John Crosby starting in position 2. In row 2, we have Hunter Cox and Max Dinda. Max, as well as we'll see here in just a second, the guy he's competing with for first place. Row 3, we're going to bring it up here. Mark Holloway and Thomas Long in the 23 machine. The other guy competing with Max for that championship is Tyler Waltz. Sometimes I call that 54 machine Watts because he's electric. Also starting in 8th is Christopher Morton. Brian Sousa in position 9, and Aaron Underhill in the 21 machine starting in 10th. Row 6, we have Jonathan Geist and Christian Clark in the 99. And wrapping up our qualifiers in row 7 is Sean Dion starting 13th. I believe we only have one guy who did not qualify, and that's Judson Curtis in the 35 machine. And also Hunter Davis in the 88 did not qualify. These guys are excited. I can hear the track mic. Gonna have to turn them down just a little bit because they're ready to go in Vegas.
Absolutely, they're very chatty and sounds like they're just as excited about this as we are.
Yeah, and just a real life point. I've been to Vegas once. We took Max there. It's an exciting track to watch. They have, for real life, anybody ever wants to go to Vegas, they have an infield that's probably like no other. You can stand literally on 10 feet back, 15 feet back from where your favorite driver's pitting. You can stand right there and watch all the guys do the pit stops. It's a pretty fun track, and it should be a real fun race tonight.
Indeed, and it's a nighttime race, so I mean, you know, the lights are bright. You can probably see the strip from the track, and you know, hear the dings of all the machines. So, hey, put a little money on it. See who's going to take it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys are entering turn 3 right now. It's funny. I kind of group the turns as 1 and 2, not 1, 2, and 3, 4, because to me it's all one big turn, right? But they're going to be coming out of turn 4 here shortly. The pace truck should roll off, and we're going to get ready to go racing. My bad. Oh, there he goes. Late.
You called it. Green flag is up in the air, ready to be waved, and yeah, we got a race, boys.
Edwin getting off to a kind of a nice jump. The 73 machine is not letting him get away just yet, but man, it's exciting to see Edwin taking the lead here.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of races that Crosby's been in, and you know, he is a very technical driver, from what I've noticed. So it's going to be interesting to see how he tries to stay on Edwin.
Yeah, and as mentioned, this laps, no stage breaks. So these guys will either have to pit under caution or, come in under green flag situations for their tires. Fuel, we can go probably a long time here tonight on fuel, but I think tires are going to be the main concern.
Yeah, indeed, tires is definitely going to be a big thing. And another thing too is, with no stage breaks and having to do, caution and green flag pits, racecraft is definitely going to come into play. Pit theory, trying to come up with, what's going to work best for you, when to pit, how to pit. Do you take 2? Do you take 4?
Yeah, absolutely. And, we mentioned this earlier. This is our final playoff race. So, while these guys are, getting a pretty good jump in the front 2 positions, Max is kind of battling Tyler for that first spot. There's a 5-point differential between the two. So, at some point, Tyler's got to figure out how to get in front of Max. But, also important is Christopher Morton, Hunter Cox, Chris Wagner, Edwin Warren, Ryan Godfrey. I mean, these guys are in a pretty tight grouping themselves. So, any of these guys in it, they could find themselves, in a pretty comfortable 3rd place, 5th for the playoffs. And, good race so far.
Edwin kind of going down on the apron there for a second, coming across the line.
Yeah, and as you said, John's a real tries the crossover move there. John's a really good racer, and as is Edwin, and it's going to be interesting to see how hard these guys push it to either maintain that lead or get the lead. As we see John trying to make a pass there.
I think he made it. He definitely got up into that number 1 spot, taking that low line after that crossover.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know Edwin. I've broadcast with him, watched him race quite a bit, raced with him as well, and he's not going to let him get away.
Absolutely not. He come up in that draft position, kind of gave him a little nudge on the back there, and swung back to that high line. Of course, with a fast track like this, you want that low line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can hear these guys chatting in the background. We talked about this in multiple broadcasts. I mean, one of the guys said it the other day, I think it was Ben, 9 times out of 10, the low line is the best for saving tires. And, sometimes you get a little better run on the high line down the straightaway, but you got to use up your stuff a little more. So, Edwin, like I said, he's not going to let him get away.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, taking that high line, it takes more wheel turn to hold that high line, and that's where you get into eating your tires up with that.
Yeah, and as we were talking there, Tyler has moved up into P5. He's now 2 spots ahead of Max. So um, he's making a pretty good push here to fight for that playoff win and championship.
You're talking about car number 54, Waltz, right?
Yeah, he and the 48 car kind of battling it out here for the top spot in the playoffs.
He's actually moved up into the second spot now.
Yeah, he's flying.
I see why you call it Watts.
Yeah, it's electric. Absolutely. And, sometimes I see Waltz and I say Watts. I mean, it just pops in my head. I think, he told me one time the guys in high school joked around and called him that as well. So, yeah, he's making it real interesting for the top spot. And what's really interesting is he qualified 7th. So he's doing this, all just by passing these guys on the track.
And Underhill now stepping up and going into that second spot and battling.
Yeah, you wonder. I mean, did John use a little bit of of his material up fighting for the lead there with Edwin? Does he maybe just realizing we're going to maybe have a long green run, and he's just going to save a little bit?
And that would not be a bad strategy, just to kind of fall back, save a little bit, and then hope to get a yellow at some point. But with a small field like this, I mean, and the fact that you can go, ooh,
Hunter Cox looked like caution is out. That like it was the 88 machine. Had a little contact, and we're going to have a replay here. Boy, he's right on his bumper here. Let's see what happens in this turn. Oh, he got into the 21.
Yeah, he got into him, and it bumped him into the car that was coming up behind him.
Yeah, we're going to go to a quick commercial break while we go through this caution.
Anybody home?
In here.
Whoa, Jenny, is your sister home?
No. But I'm here.
Congratulations. You passed the test.
A test?
I put my sister up to it.
Oh, Jake, you do love me.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed. If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
Hey, Mike, I know you think your truck is totally sick, but this is what I think of your precious 4x4 hang out all day with your stupid friend's truck! Push it!
We are back at Vegas, and after that caution, for those Hunter Davis fans, didn't sound like he had any damage there, so didn't look like he did either. So he is back on track. Just to point out, it doesn't look like the top four probably didn't pit there. So Max running for that playoff championship didn't come in. 54 machine did come in, so it should be interesting seeing how this works out.
Indeed, and that's that goes back to what I alluded to earlier with the race crafting and the strategies for pits. You're gonna have one with fresher tires, but at some point in time, Max is gonna have to come in and pit, so he could be fresher when it comes down to the last several laps, where 54 car Waltz is gonna have not so fresh tires.
Yeah, absolutely. And, if Max has to make that stop under green, advantage to the 54 machine. And as we mentioned, the first four pitted, but they're doing a pretty good job, maintaining their own here. Just to point out, back to the race standings, with Christopher Morton, Hunter Cox, Chris Wagner, Edwin Warren, Ryan Godfrey, all kind of back for maybe that third place finish. And I think, one of our drivers, doesn't look like Chris Wagner's in the race, so kind of eliminate him. But Edwin's doing a good job of making sure he can try to nail that 3 spot in the standings.
Absolutely, and he got out to a good jump coming off the restart. He's back up in first. Curtis behind him, Max behind him, John Crosby still up there in the top 5, and Tyler Waltz. I mean, this top 5, Hunter Davis just jumped up into the 5th spot, though, as I was saying it. And, they're just, it's a tight pack up there in that first 5, and they are battling hard.
Yeah, I'm noticing Aaron Underhill is currently 1 lap down. Not sure. Came in and it's kind of right back of the, straight away back from the pack, but making speed, pretty good. Now it looks. Adjusting my headset here. Sorry if I'm cutting in and out. Yeah, we'll let you take over there, Jonathan.
So to go ahead and give a rundown, we're going to go ahead and give a rundown of the top 10 places that we've got going right here. We've got Warren in first, Curtis in second, got Max in third, Crosby and fourth. Sosa rounding out the top 5. And then we got Waltz and Hunter Davis just keep flip-flopping back and forth there. Cox is just jumped into 7th, pushing Waltz back 1 more. Long in 9th, and then Geist and just dropped to 11th. Man, it's just jumping all over the place right now. We've got several different fights going on right here. For positions, but back up in the front of that pack, Curtis has just jumped into 2nd and just took 1st from Warren, so got a big fight up here for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yeah, my apologies. I was having some issues there. Plugged my headset in. Hopefully it sounds a little better now for you guys. And it looks like the 21 machine came into the pits again. He may be calling it a night. I know the in real life broadcast is on right now for NASCAR, so maybe he's got a favorite. He just wants to go kind of watch, and he's not really in the playoff hunt, not in the playoffs. So short night for Aaron Underhill, but back up front, Judson's in the lead, and Max is on his tail. Edwin's falling to P3.
There for a second, Judson had a commanding lead out there in the front of the pack.
Yeah, and Judson did not make the playoffs here, so he says, you know what, guys, you guys want to race for a championship? I'm going to race for the win.
Yeah, but Max is showing that he's got something bigger to fight for, and he's getting electric up there and taking a good commanding lead. Cox right on his tail.
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
getting a good bit of separation from the pack too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, as we've seen earlier, you know, you cannot, you can't hold out that 54 car. That car is electric and it is closing in quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And please, Damon, let me know if I'm still a little sketchy on my mic. Oh, we have an incident. Back of the pack, the 32 car looks like caution is out.
I mean, Jonathan
Geist,
Geist.
Christian Clark, 3299. Here we go with the replay. And these guys were kind of running in the back, so not sure what happened here. Oh, somebody hit the wall in front of him, so he probably. Oh yeah, I mean
They
he looked
both
like he
checked
let off.
down, yeah.
But just didn't. Yeah, Christian just came on the track, Mike, and apologized. He couldn't save it in time, and the guys behind, responded, and they get it, man. Sometimes it happens.
It does, and he was coming out of turn 4 there and hit that wall, and you know, they were trying to check down, and he checked right into Geist, and yeah, just it was one of those situations. I mean, it's racing; it happens.
Yeah, totally get it. Welcome back. Joining us tonight from his car into the booth is the 92 machine of Edwin Warren. Edwin, what do you think so far? And man, what a strong lap there, and way to grid that in P1.
Yeah, it's an interesting one out here. It's been dicey since the drop of the green flag already. You got cars everywhere out here. Everything's going on. You can almost be full throttle. It's a crazy race so far. I'm having a lot of fun fighting out here in the front.
We've been rooting for you, man, and hey, we've also given a shout out. You got a chance to get position 3 for the playoffs. So don't do any jinxing. Maybe I can do some, good luck there for you to, kind of get the win and maybe jump up in the third behind Max and Tyler.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal. I kind of want to get to third in the points. I would also like to win. I'm not going to force the issue, but I do want to cap off the season with a win at least. I know it's a tight battle for that third position and a tight battle for the leaders. I'm trying to make sure I stay out of my fellow playoff drivers and any other driver. But I'm looking to get back towards the front and hopefully win this one because I think I got a strong chance at it.
Yeah, you sure do, and we're like I said, I guess we're not supposed to root for people, but we're kind of rooting for you here, anyways. But good luck when we get back to racing, and if you want to jump back in again, we'd love to have you.
Of course, I appreciate you guys, man. Love the broadcast. Thanks for having me.
Oh, Edwin's one of my favorite broadcasters, and I know I say it all the time, but it's good to see him running up front. And I know he just came in and got tires. It looks like Matt did as well. So a couple of guys that didn't get tires earlier definitely have a fresh set of wheels on. And let's see.
Yeah, that was the first caution came in around lap 11, and that one happened around lap 25. So, we're one little over 1/4 of the way through the race, and I think everybody at this point has pitted and got some fresh tires and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean it should be an interesting battle off the restart and see how the fresh tires are going to help. And for the few that pitted earlier, not having pitted now, they're going to be at a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, you mentioned at that last pit stop when Tyler came in and you kind of said it like, well, if Max ends up coming in a little bit later, he'll have fresher tires. And, that's kind of played out. But, like you said, a quarter of the way through, there's still a lot of strategy to be played.
And the pace car is off, and we're about to get back to green.
Hunter Cox in that 43 machine, nice jump there. And, I don't know all the teams. I don't have them nailed yet, but I know Max formed a team for next season, and they've got a full team. Edwin also has TRN Racing, and I know they brought home some trophies this year. With Brandon Hidden bringing home 2 of them for TRN. Brandon's kind of breaking out into his own team here to start next season, and this is boy, these guys are pushing hard at the front here, and Tyler's jumped up into P2, and Max is not far behind at P4.
I was about to say, Tyler Waltz coming up on the backside of Hunter Cox there, and then Max right on him, and Long coming up in the 4th spot. Oh, wait, no. Warren Edwin just jumped up into that 4th spot, though.
Yeah, Edwin, it's hard to argue with a guy who qualifies first on this track. I mean, he's got a fast machine tonight, and it's real exciting to watch him. He's going to make a shot. He's going to try to make it here to the front.
Yeah, he's sitting right behind Max and Max's draft. He's pushing Max. Max is pulling him, and they're making a bid for 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope we gave him the broadcast blessing, not the broadcast curse. And let's see if he can get that machine back into the lead.
And they have sealed off that 1 and 2 spot from Davis.
Yeah, sometimes it's just hard running that high line. I mean, you've probably seen it, Jonathan. I mean, there's a couple of tracks where you get a really great run with a long straightaway running that high line. But boy, that load line really just seems to be, paying off here tonight.
Absolutely. And, you mentioned tracks with that long straightaway and then, those low banking turns. Daytona and Talladega.
Yeah, absolutely. As the NASCAR guys are running tonight in Daytona, for those of you who are watching, as well as our broadcast, thank you for tuning into both.
Absolutely. Thank you for tuning into both. I mean, you could be sitting and watching, NASCAR and Daytona, but you're sticking with us and watching this too. And, not only do we as the broadcasters appreciate that, but these racers, the ones that the fans are for, they really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I can't. As we're sitting here chit-chatting, Edwin, boy, he's just turned that 92 machine into a rocket ship tonight. He's not only gotten a lead, but he's got a nice little gap on second place Max Dinda.
Yeah, looking at 0.26.
Yeah, those fresh tires are paying off for him, and boy, he's turning some fast laps here, and a couple of guys, 3 in a row, I think, brushed that wall back there.
I thought we were about to see another yellow flag, to be honest.
Yeah, and I was kind of watching our main feed up the front, but wasn't sure who that was, but there was 3 of them, so you could probably pick a number out of that backpack and get one of them.
Dion, Geist, and Clark.
Looks like the 88 machine may have just brushed the 54 machine through an apology on the track mic, but no incident, so no worries. And
we're still green. That's what matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. And Hunter's making a bid there to make a pass on Max.
Ooh, and was that Max that just went into the wall?
As you said that, I was listening to the guys on track and switched my eyes over to see what they were doing. One of the guys made a comment on the broadcast, and he's right. We're getting the guys mixed up. We're getting there's 2 Hunters on track, and sorry guys. It's hard when you both have a same first name.
Yeah, you got Hunter Davis in the 88 and Hunter Cox in the 43.
Yeah, so Hunter Davis is not going to be Max's teammate next year. Hunter Davis also isn't in the playoff battle. Hunter Cox, the 43 machine, will be Max's teammate next year. And Hunter Cox is also battling for that kind of that third position in the playoffs. There, we got it straightened out.
You know, just a couple of weeks ago when I first joined up with DESI Racing, the first race that I saw, Jonathan Geist won. And, you know, I kind of wanted to see Geist up in the front of the pack, and I had to say that because he's sitting back there, you know, a little over 3 seconds back in 13th. So it was kind of heartbreaking to see him sitting back that far.
Yeah, in that last incident, I know Christian was involved, and I think Jonathan probably didn't get any damage, but I know he was right kind of back when that happened. So I won't dare run my screen back to a replay to that incident to see if he had any damage. But you know, he may be playing a long run strategy here as well.
That's very possible. But you know, when you got guys running like what Edwin and Max and Hunter Davis are running, it's going to be hard to play that long run strategy.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, just kind of scrolling through the field. Gosh, I lost track of the 54, but he's back there in 6th place. So again, you know, we know it's on his mind. You know, he knows he has to finish in front of Max, couple of spots or get the win. And, you know, if Max finished second, if it was, you know, 1, 2, 54, 48, I think they'd be tied. We're pretty close to it. So, yeah, let's, I mean, you know, it's hard when you're in a race. And same thing with in real life, you know, when you have the championship going on and then you have guys racing for first like Edwin, you know, it's hard. Do you point out, you know, the points battle, 48, 54, Edwin in the lead, you know, I would love to see that 92 machine win, and of course he's also playing for that kind of that third playoff spot. So there's multiple things to consider here, and you know, Edwin's still doing a really good job in the lead here. And we, you know, just to throw out some Watts 2K, which I think is Tyler comment. Hunter was talking, said he would be in a broadcast later in the premiere broadcast. Cheney Highway. Kick his butt, Seabass. We won't say the real word. I don't know if we can get away with it. In parentheses, Warren. So you know, I think we have an Edwin Warren fan there on the broadcast with Cheney. Assuming it's Cheney Highway. So if something else, let us know. And just looking at the field, back at the pack, Christian Clark, currently the first and only car 1 lap down. So if we have a caution, he will get that lap back. As you mentioned, Jonathan Geist is, you know, kind of in last on the lead lap. But yeah, just once you roll through the field for us again, Jonathan, you did a really good job with that earlier.
So currently we got Warren and the 92 cars still holding that first place. And I mean, just being dominant. I mean, he's led most of this race. Behind him, we got Max. Then we got Hunter Davis in 3rd. Curtis in 4th. Crosby still lingering around in that top 5. Got Tyler Waltz in 6th in the 54 car. Cox in 7th. Sosa in 8th. Morton in 9th. And Holloway in 10th.
Yeah, just scrolling back. I mean, we got 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, 10 kind of pulling up. I mean, these guys are in a pretty tight pack back there. So, you know, no one's really given up, and Edwin is still holding on to that lead.
He is, and Max is trying to get up in that clean air behind him to make a push for it, but Edwin just seems to have the
Caution
line
is
figured out.
Caution is out. I think Christopher Morton just came on the track mic. Brian Sousa and 60 car just had a quick response, so let's see if we can figure out what happened here. There's the Morton Salt car of Christopher Morton. Let's see what happens here. See if we got the right guys involved. Sometimes that track mic helps to know. Yeah, boy, he that's a tough one between the Morton 82 machine at 60. Sounds like the 60 has some damage.
Yeah, he got turned sideways and just kind of broadsided right in front of the door in that driver's side quarter panel.
Yeah, and it was that first replay. It was tough to see, but it looks, I don't want to just say it's a casual racing, isn't it? But it looked like, boy, it's hard to say. Didn't look like a netcode incident, but there could have been some arrow, kind of when he got on that corner. Could have gotten both those cars just a little loose.
Yeah, and that's kind of what looks like happened. Like you get the draft coming off the cars, and then you get the draft coming off the wall, and kind of pushed Morton down a little bit, and yeah, just kind of got a little out of hand there.
Jonathan Geist, 32. He said passing under yellow. I think he was just coming into pits. Do we catch a quick commercial or a brief pause?
Recent studies have revealed that microplastics are being found in human testicles, raising concerns.
You can never
about the
trust these
potential
studies.
impact on male reproductive health.
Who's hungry?
That's it. Keep going.
Well, you're so lucky he's naturally buoyant and you don't have to watch him.
Is it Bob?
No, he doesn't need sunscreen or anything. He just gets softer as he warms up.
Bob, you're leaking.
Bob can't play. If he gets hit, he'll dent.
Don't let plastic end up in landfills. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
What the hell was that?
That's the new commercial for plastic. We think if we humanize plastic, people won't think it's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It made me uncomfortable. Yeah, I just felt bad for it.
Marketing approved that?
No, we fired marketing.
I feel like it's missing action.
Yeah, maybe there could be like a chase or a shootout.
Explosions. Explosions. Maybe the Matrix thing.
Maybe his plastic gets stronger as he gets older.
Maybe he gets revenge, to the people that were mean to him.
He's got a gun!
Who?
Bob from marketing!
Cover me, I'll get to the side. I can't believe this is happening. Here they
Down.
come.
Get down, get down!
It's Bob from marketing.
Get down! Watch out!
We are back to green here in Las Vegas, and after that great brief commercial, we're going to see how this changes at the front here, because Hunter Davis has jumped out to the front in front of Edwin Warren, John Crosby, Tyler Waltz in P4. Boy, that was a great jump there.
Sadly, I missed the jump, but yeah, that's a bit of a shakeup.
Yeah, and sorry, I was listening to one of the cars on the track mic. Just to point out for the playoffs, Tyler is in P3, and I'm sometimes a little delayed. He could be fighting right for P2 right now. Max is all the way back in 13th place, so pretty good shakeup there for the points standings. With Edwin still in second, he's got a shot to kind of lock in that 3 position as well.
Ooh, Davis and Warren getting a little close there.
They sure are. And not giving up here. It's 3 wide.
A 3-wide battle for first. And now Curtis has made his way up into the pack as well. So now we got a 4-car battle up there.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Tyler kind of finding his way up front, looks like he's gonna make this pass on the front stretch here. He kind of wants to get away from this, right? Because he's got himself in a position right now to win the championship if he can hang on to this point differential. So he certainly wants to be up there, but doesn't want to be part of any incident that may happen. Yeah, and we are a little over halfway through.
There's definitely got to be a little bit of nerves going through Waltz's mind because, like you say, he's got a lot riding on not being in an incident, and he wants to get out in front of this pack and stay there.
Yeah, and I just went back and looked in the back of the field. I know Max came on the mic a little earlier. Might have gotten into somebody there. He's still in 12th place, way in the back, just kind of running some laps. So not sure if he had an incident, but Tyler's in the lead, and he is he's like you said, he's nervously smiling right now.
Indeed, in the battle between Davis and Warren for that second place spot and trying to get up there, trying to go 3 wide with Tyler again to take a shot at that first.
Yeah, and I mean, the one thing I love about Edwin racing is, he's going to give it his all. And he is, he's not playing for the championship trophy, but he is going to fight his tooth and nail for this win. And 88's making a move on the 54, with Edwin still right behind him. So exciting stuff up front.
It is, but I might note Max has moved from 13th up to 11th. So he is making his way forward in the pack back there. Crosby is in 6th, Morton in 8th. And Hunter Cox has moved up into that top 4 as well. Yeah,
absolutely. 54 is drifting back just a little bit. We're going to have a Hunter sandwich here if they're not careful up there. But we got 54 is sideways.
Good control by Walston making that save.
Amazing save. And I heard one of the guys come on the track mic say, nice save. One of the other guys who probably got a little bump with their, I think it was Hunter Cox, said not clear. Justin Curtis just came on and say that was a save of the year. We may need to do a little replay of that. As Hunter Davis and Edwin are still battling for that lead, and we're going to take a quick look at this to see. Here we go. I heard the 43 machine say not clear. Boy, that was a great control to save it. Let's see if there's some net code. And we're still watching these guys on our other screen. I don't know. I'll let Jonathan chime in. A slight bobble down, maybe what do you think?
I don't think that was net code. I think what happened there was, we're quite a few laps since the last pit, so tires are starting to get a little wear on them, and it looked like Cox's tires, a little wear, got a little push up, and it was just enough to catch that bumper of Waltz, and Waltz did an amazing job maintaining control and not just going down and having a wreck.
Absolutely. And again, not to point out our points battle here for the championship. Producer, chime in if I'm incorrect. Is it if it's 1 point per position? Tyler and Max are currently tied. If it's 2 points, Tyler would be. Yes, one per position. Sorry. And so right now, Tyler's in 6th, Max in 11th. That's 5 according to my math. So they are dead even.
Cox, Warren, and Davis are still just up here fighting tooth and nail for that number 1 spot, but Davis is just holding on to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And to point out their position battle, I mean, Edwin is currently in 1, 2, 3. Edwin's in 6th at 83 points. Hunter Cox is a couple points ahead of him. Christopher Morton, who's right behind Tyler, he's up there for that battle. He kind of leads the beginning of the race, the battle for P3 in the championship. But I like what Edwin said when he jumped in. He's playing for the win here in the race, and I can respect that.
And he shows that he's playing for that win because, he has just had determination the entire race to stay up in that top 3 pack.
Yeah, and as we were, I think it was Hunter may have just, now they're first and second. Hunter Cox may have gotten in the wall there just for a second as he pulled in front of the 92 machine.
Yeah, I saw that dust kind of brush off there for a moment.
Yeah, back to my commentary earlier on the kind of the funner tracks to watch for NASCAR. If you're into ARCA, trucks, Xfinity, Vegas is a great track. Again, that infield, they've got a great area where you can walk behind your favorite driver, and you're literally the guys will hand lug nuts to the kids off after a pit stop. Great infield there. Love this track.
And things like that, the guys giving the kids lug nuts, that creates a new fan for life.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we went, Max was probably half the height he is now, and he, had a Jimmy Johnson jacket on with the kind of the fire suit look, and the entire time the fuel can carrier was talking to Max, and really, really enjoyed it. We're going to talk about the race a little bit more, talk about a future race coming up here in a little bit, but Hunter Davis, Hunter Cox, Edwin got out of that Hunter sandwich and is trailing just behind him. Justin Curtis, John Crosby, Tyler Waltz, kind of still maintaining that lead over Max. Boy, these guys are really fighting up there. Edwin's 99 just called in and said he's pitting. He's kind of running in the back of the pack, so he's really nothing to lose there. But boy, these guys are fighting up front. What do you think, Jonathan?
Absolutely, they are. Warren's Edwin's kind of slid back a little bit, but he could be just trying to work on saving some tires right now, and playing a little bit of a strategy to hold for a caution here in a few laps, and be able to get back up there and get a good restart and try to get out in the front.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would expect, maybe someone could try to run this long, but I would expect these guys all to pit one more time.
Yeah, once if not twice, depending on how many cautions we have, between now and the end of the race. But I think we've only seen maybe three cautions the entire race.
Yeah, absolutely. And you never know when they're going to come. So you got to kind of plan your strategy, assuming they won't happen, but if they do, you can take advantage of it. Edwin has been really fast on those fresh tires. He's now fallen back to fifth position. But Edwin gets those new tires. Boy, let's go.
And 32 just called out. Guys just called out. He's going to pit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't be surprised. Christian came in, Jonathan, those guys were already in the back of the pack. Not surprised, pit a little early, see if they can take advantage of it. And let's see what these guys up front do.
Indeed. And now you've got the front of the pack starting to come around on the back of the pack. So, this is going to put Clark 2 laps down, put Geist a lap down.
Yeah. Yeah, here's some other guys in the back calling in for maybe some in-race pit strategy with each other. I'm just going to change my feed to the back of the pack now to see if these guys start coming in more in the back. Like you said, if you're about to get lapped, there's no reason not to come in. But I think, as right now, caution is out. We got a flipper up on the. Oh my goodness. Oh, was that Hunter Cox?
And that was Cox. Yeah, that was Hunter Cox.
Oh my goodness.
And he's asking to get knocked back over in his wheels so he doesn't have to get towed.
I can respect that ask. Oh. I mean, he is.
Was that the 56 car of Holloway?
I think it was a 35.
35.
Yeah, it was a 35 car. Did they have a little incident? I wasn't sure if they had an incident earlier.
I'm not sure if they did, but.
And sorry for those listening on YouTube. These guys are really chatting it up on the mic feed. Looks like everyone. We're going to go to a commercial break. Commercial break.
This looks great. This must be yours. I found it on the kitchen table.
Thanks.
Mommy, have you seen my hamster?
Well, isn't he asleep in his cage?
Have you seen my hamster then?
No.
But honey, go upstairs and look thoroughly. I mean, sure, probably behind the bed like where you found him last time.
Okay.
For the team, buddy.
Don't let weed and alcohol influence your decision to drive.
Yeah, I need a ride.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Hey, Lindsay? I wish you didn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke. And I miss my friend.
And we are back in Las Vegas. As we all saw before the commercial break, unfortunate incident for Hunter Cox. He's currently 2 laps down. He needed a tow back because he was sitting on his side. Jonathan Geis is 1 lap down, so we're getting ready to go green. Pace truck is in, and Hunter Davis and Justin Curtis are going to break us out.
And we are 3/4 of the way through this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Hunter Davis was a great jump. In front of John Cosby, Justin Curtis, Tyler Waltz in P4, and Max is now in P9. So that's a lot closer than it was. Well, it's still pretty close. A couple of guys dusting up on the wall in the back of the pack.
Waltz is in 3, and Justin Curtis is in 4. And I noticed, most everybody pitted on that.
Yeah, absolutely. 25 to go when we got back to green. So, strong run to the end if you can make it. If you have an extra set and a caution comes out, you can certainly grab it at the end.
Indeed. Davis with a huge lead right now. But Edwin's just battling it in there.
Yeah,
Crosby's done made his way back up.
Yeah, that 92 machine with fresh tires. Love to see him up there and just kind of scrolled through. Tyler in 3, Max in 7, so that's 4 points. Tyler needs 5, so it's a strong battle here between these two still. Even though neither one of them is leading the race, they're playing for that playoff championship.
Indeed.
Boy, and Hunter just said, you know what, guys, I'm going to check out here for a couple of laps. Do what you want behind me.
Yep. I was just getting ready to kind of say the same. He's just kind of hanging out up there like, eh.
Yeah, and in fact, the 43 machine is 2 laps down, and he's just in front of him there, trying to hold on to just staying 2 laps down.
Yeah, going back to what we talked about, he congratulated Edwin on the number 3 spot in the points, but he kind of recognizes his night's over, but I got to give him props for staying out on the track and continuing to battle.
Yeah, absolutely. And, he won't give this up easily. And, not to discount Christopher Morton. Chris Wagner, I believe, was the one guy who didn't jump in the race. But yeah, these guys are, they're not only playing for race wins, they're also playing for points. Even if it's a 3rd place finish, man, these guys are all hungry.
Indeed. Podium in the race, podium in the points, any way you look at it, podiums are on the line.
Yeah, and again, back to my Hunter mix-up. I may have been looking at Hunter Cox kind of in the lead, not really checking out the numbers, just the names. But yeah, that is Hunter Cox, who's way out in front, and John Crosby's only a 1/10 of a second back from Hunter Davis.
Yeah, Crosby and Waltz Waltz has just moved into the 2nd spot, but it's just a tight 1, 2, 3, and it's been that way all race long. No matter who's been up there in the 1 and the 2 and the 3, it's just been a tight pack and a heavy battle.
Yeah, Tyler now in 2nd position. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 points in front of Max. So again, these guys, as Max gains a spot, Tyler's also gaining a spot, but Tyler gets that win. That's 5 points, right? So Max would have to finish 2nd to tie, and we're either flipping a coin or counting wins, or I'm not sure what they do for a tie in that situation. But hey, it'd be exciting if Tyler finishes 1 and Max was 2, or if these guys were 5 points apart. Let's find out. We're going to be coming up on 15 laps to go here on the next finish line.
Yeah, when they cross the line, 15 laps to go. And, we were talking about, you got the race podiums, you've got the championship points podiums. What a befitting place to have the final race other than Vegas. So much on the line, and you're in Vegas, and we got a wreck.
Judson Curtis, 35, may have been involved. And Edwin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Edwin and Curtis.
Yeah, Judson was coming on saying it was all on him. He apologized to Edwin, thought he was clear. So it spun to 35, no damage. Also, Clip 92 car spun around. I don't think either one of them have damage. Not sure if either one have used their fast repair. That's the special overlay for the guys that have it. Let's see who gets tires. This is going to be kind of exciting. $35. Edwin still has a fast repair. Probably doesn't need it. Judson's calling out, wants to know if anybody else was involved. So the 35 car wants to know. And Judson has already used his fast repair. Don't think he needs it. He should be fine, at this point. But, that guy's fighting for third place. Edwin was definitely one of those guys, and, the race isn't over yet. So if he needs repairs, he can certainly get them. Most of the guys are coming into pit. Let's see who's staying out. Hunter stayed out. John Crosby. Tyler's pitting. Max is pitting. Thomas Long. Yeah, so just looking to see who the guys stayed out.
Geist stayed out.
Hunter, Crosby, yeah, and as these guys cycle through, it'll update the standings. But yeah, good call on Jonathan staying out. I know there's 3 currently up front, and I can't figure out. Looks like Tyler beat Max.
Davis, Crosby, and Cox.
Yeah, good call. We're gonna have like about a 10 lap to the finish here when we finish these cautions laps.
Yeah, 10 or 11 laps.
Do we want a quick commercial? Is that what I heard? Quick commercial break, everyone.
Hi there, I'm Denise St. Clair, and I am so excited to introduce my co-host for today's exciting event. Former champion of the Albuquerque Open, it's Monica Blake, everybody.
I'm thrilled to be here, Denise. Why don't we get started?
Absolutely.
So no one wants to play with dirty equipment. That's why you have to keep your balls clean. Problem is, bar of soap just doesn't cut it. See? Still dirty.
Well, how can guys clean their balls so that they're more enjoyable to play with?
Well, there's finally a tool that can really get the job done. The Axe Detailer. Cleans your balls. Why don't we start with these small balls? With a soft side for lather, and a rough side for scrubbing, this can make any ball sparkly and new. Go ahead and play with those clean balls, Denise.
Wow. Could play with these balls all day. Let's see if the audience has any questions.
You there.
Can it clean these filthy balls?
Throw those fuzzy suckers down here.
Welcome back to Las Vegas and the Des iRacing Legacy Truck Championship. I gotta point out, after that little incident, as we're getting ready to go back green, we got a fight going for first, second in the point standings, and they are starting in third and fifth. Waltz and Max. Jeff, what do you think about that?
I mean, there's so many exciting storylines. I mean, this race has been exciting. There's been some cautions. There's been some shakeups. We've all got our favorite driver we're rooting for. Mine, 92, is kind of falling back to 10th, but I'm still rooting for you, Edwin. But yeah, Hunter John fighting for first in the race. Tyler and Max fighting for first in the playoffs. On top of that, we have Christopher Morton, Hunter Cox. He's fallen back 2 laps down. Edwin Warren, they're fighting for 3 in the championship standing. So, man, storylines everywhere here. And boy, let's just see. Tyler's making that move on the outside. Oh, and they are bumping and banging in the back. Yeah.
I think that's the third incident that 35's been in tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I heard Christian come on the mic and say, something about a lap car. Yeah, we get it. But boy, these guys, 99, 32, 56 still in the back of the pack. But boy, these guys are battling up front. This is exciting as Tyler is pulling out to the lead. Man, he knows 5 points on Max. Unless Max finish second, I got this.
Yeah, but Hunter Davis is not giving up that easy.
No, he's not. I'm just keeping my eyes glued, right? I mean, because Hunter's not going to give up. Max knows where he needs to finish. Tyler knows where he needs to finish. Tyler knows if I'm up front, man, good luck, because I may have that locked in for the championship. And Max is like, man, I'm not letting you get away. Whew.
And, we're under 10 laps to go. So, I mean, if we stay green for the next 10 laps, I mean, it's all going to come down to who's got the better strategy on the course. Everybody came in and pitted on that last caution. So, everybody's got fresh tires. There's Edwin back up in fourth place, battling it out with them, trying to get back up there in that mix of the top 3. It's getting interesting here.
And it was just a minute ago. I said 92 in the 10th spot. So rooting for you, buddy. And he's like, hey man, I'm lights out with these fresh tires. And he is, 88, not in the playoffs. Just double checking. I get these guys mixed up all the time. Hunter Davis, not in the playoffs. He wants that win. He's saying, hey, listen, guys, I want this win. You got to beat me if you want it. But boy, Tyler's, he loves that outside line on some of these 1.5-mile long tracks. And, whew.
Ooh, man.
Here's some of the guys chatting in the back.
Swirly.
Yeah. They're chatting in the back, and, man, I don't want to see a caution come out. I want to see these guys battle for 5 more laps.
Absolutely. And Tyler has taken the lead. Warren is now back up in second. Max in third. Hunter Davis in fourth. Max now moving into second, putting Warren in third. Morton in 5 to round out the top 5. So it's really shaken up now. You've got that original top 3 that we saw at the beginning of the race back up there fighting for that 1, 2, 3. And we've got somebody sideways on the track.
Oh, caution's out. Caution's out. Whew. Yeah, I saw that. I think 43 may have been involved. Looked like Morton in the 82 car may have also gotten involved.
Yeah, Morton was the one that was sideways.
Oh, man. And yeah, 82 machine just caught out a my bad. Here we get to see the replay. Got the wall. Didn't see anyone else. Thought there was 2 cars, maybe different spins at different times. Yep, here we go, the Morton Salt car. Oh. Boy, so the 82 machine, Christopher Morton, that may have just ruined his chances at finishing third. And I mean, my goodness, I don't think we need a commercial, but if you need one, producer, have at it. But man, this was exciting. I was about to say right when we had that caution, Edwin Warren can play the spoiler. A, he can play it for the win and ruin Tyler's chances. B, he can finish in front of Max and ruin Max's chances. Man, this is exciting. I don't know, Jonathan. What do you think? This is probably our most exciting finish of the season so far in the finale.
Yeah, to be the first race that I come in on and cut my teeth on, there's been a lot going on, and it's been a blast to be a part of this. We're down to 3 laps to go, so probably 2 laps once we come back from the caution, and we're back up to that original 3. So I mean, it's come full circle. Because there for a while, all 3, Max, Tyler, and Edwin, were kind of back in the pack, and now they're back up there and fighting for it. It's been an exciting race. It's been a great one to cut teeth on. It's been a blast working with you, Jeff, and this broadcast, and I have enjoyed this. And Vegas at night, this is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just going to comment now. I'm going to put it in our Discord chat later. Great job. I mean, an amazing broadcast, an amazing race to broadcast, right? I mean, this is so much fun. Green, white checker, 1 of 2. So, these guys are going to get 2 chances. And boy, like I said, Edwin can be the spoiler in a couple different ways. Tyler's first, Max is second. I think they're tied. Edwin's first, Max wins a championship. If Tyler finishes first, Edwin's second, Max is third, Tyler wins a championship. So, Max is looking at the 54 car saying, yeah, I see you, but man, that 92 car in the inside second row, I mean, he can play spoiler here all the way around.
Indeed, and he has shown he has had a dominant truck all night.
Yeah, and yeah, Edwin coming on a track, Mike. I'm not going to mess him up, but hey, I'm going for the win, and Max would be okay with him winning, but boy, this is coming into quasi turn 4. We'll call it a soft turn, but pace car is about to come in, and man, this is exciting.
Indeed, it is. Who's going to have the better jump? Is it going to be Tyler? Is it going to be Max?
I think Tyler's going to have a great jump. He's controlling it, which means Edwin's going to follow up behind him. Oh.
And you called it, but what a defend by Max, jumping down in front of Edwin, pushing it too wide coming into turn 1. That was an incredible defend move by Max to stay up on the bumper of Tyler Waltz. Man, that was incredible.
He's getting into the bumper of Tyler Waltz. Not going to lie there. If they finish right now, I'm not going to break out the calculator. Max and Tyler are probably tied. Edwin, boy, he's going to be close to that 3rd spot. I'm not sure. Ooh. 1 lap to go. If a flag comes out, we are ended. There's the back of the red machine 92 car. And Max is not giving up on fighting Tyler for this. It's so exciting. And not to discredit Judson Curtis in the 3rd position, but he's also battling there pretty hard.
Oh, and Tyler gets into Max, knocks him up into the wall. Judson gets into Tyler, puts him in the wall, and that's going to put Edwin with the win.
Oh my goodness.
What an ending. Holy cow.
We need 17 replays.
Right?
Hell yeah, says Edwin on the broadcast.
That was a little hairy.
I don't even know where the points are.
Wide coming into the turn. Oh, it looks like Edwin might have gotten into Tyler. Tyler got into Max, and then Johnson come up. Cleans clock on Waltz, putting Edwin to win the race. Holy cow.
Man, we still need 14 more replays. So if this stays official, break out the calculators. Edwin may have 3rd of the championship. Looks like Max may win the championship with him finishing in 8th, Tyler in 12th. Oh my goodness. there's pieces and parts everywhere.
Right, yeah. I mean,
boy, I got to
what
zoom
an
in on
ending,
this
though.
last replay. Yeah, this is amazing. Well, I think Edwin played spoiler on 2 counts. One, he may have just handed Max the not handed Max the championship, but he may have actually handed himself a 3rd place finish in our point standings. I can't do the math right now. This is so exciting. Max is still doing circles on the track. I think he thinks he won. Man, what do you think, Jonathan? Your first broadcast, was that pretty fun?
What a finish. I mean, yeah, this has been a blast. And I mean, we're coming down in that final, 3-4 turn to come across with the checkered flag, and just right there at the end, that big wash bam boom. Yeah, just like cluster. And it's like, holy cow. I had been doing spin outs. Oh my.
Brian Souza is going to be joining us. Brian, welcome to the booth. Congratulations on P3. What'd you see there at the end? Was that crazy or what?
That was a wild finish for sure. Yeah, I didn't even know I even ended up getting 3rd till we were halfway around the lap, and I looked down and I was like, oh, all right. But yeah, I saw it was Judson spinning out of my right side, and I just tried to hold it down as low as possible to not get into anybody and make it through clean to the stripe. But
yeah, good job not hitting anybody there. I mean, that was hairy for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, congrats. I don't even know who actually got the championship with the point spread there. So, but congrats to whoever won the championship.
Yeah, they're going to break out the calculators later. It looks like Max may have pulled it out in front of Tyler, and we're going to have to see if Edwin finished in 3rd for the championship.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Hey, what's going on, Damon?
Hey, Thomas, congratulations on a 2nd place finish. Jonathan Medlin has also joined us in the booth tonight for broadcasting. And take away your thoughts on that 2nd place finish. Great finish.
Thanks again. Thanks for you guys putting on this great series.
Hello? Oh, my goodness. The 92 machine is joining us in the booth for a finish. Man, I'm going to get Edwin excited right now. I mean, man, I was rooting for you. I think you restarted 10th. I'm like, don't discount Edwin. And I said, you're going to be a spoiler one way or another. I'm like talking about 3rd in points. We don't know. We'll have to break the calculator out for that. But like, congratulations. Go, Edwin.
Dude, I started P11 after that incident with Judson, and I mean, he apologized. Everything, it wasn't his fault. I mean, it was just kind of like we got together, and I'm in P11, and I'm like, I'm getting it. And then I got up there to P3, another caution came out, and I'm sitting there, and they were like, "Oh, don't interfere with the championship battle. Don't interfere with the championship." I'm like, "Look, man, I'm not going to. I'm gonna really try not to, but I'm also going for the win myself. Like, I want to win." And on that back straightaway, I pulled low on them, 54 to 48. They ran me all the way down to the white line, which I would have done the exact same. Bounced off the apron. I hate that I made contact with them, and I hate it for them. But, whatever happened behind me happened behind me. I don't know what happened all back there. But, race win today is great.
Man, I love it. Jonathan's in the booth with me. I'll give him just a second here in a second. But I heard you come on the mic and say, listen, guys, I'm going to stay out of your way, but I am going for this win. So look the blank out. I am come for this win, and man, you got it. Congratulations.
Yeah, I let him know. I put him on notice, man. I had to. I wanted to win.
Oh, man. Jonathan, you got any questions for our race winner?
Well, first off, I just want to say congratulations, Edwin. That was a very exciting race. Great job throughout the entire race. I mean, you led most of the laps there. There's a couple of times that you kind of fell back, and I don't. It may have been strategy to kind of fall back, save tires, and try to, play the long game. But great race, great job, congratulations, and man, thanks for giving me such an exciting race to start with.
I hope it was very exciting. I can't wait to go back and watch it. That was hard. I mean, all these guys made me work for it. Curtis, Davis, even Hunter Cox, Waltz, Denda. Shout out to TRN Racing. Crosby did early on. That was so much fun. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing, and I'm happy to park my number 92 in victory lane. It's been a long season. I wish I could have been better in the playoff battle, but circumstances happen. Wasn't quite there, but at least I get to end my season with another race win, and I'm all right now. I'm ready for next season. I'm coming back stronger.
Congratulations, and thanks for that. And we'll have it for the guys in the Discord. I'm sure we'll have an update soon on the point standings there at the end.
And I'm just gonna close it out. Thank you everybody for coming to DES, watching this beautiful race here in the Legacy Trucks. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jonathan, for putting on this absolutely amazing broadcast. Can't wait to watch it. Damon O'Brien, your skills in the booth is absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the graphics you put up. If you guys want to join us, go to raceds.com. We'll be back for the premiere race later today, as well as Xfinity tomorrow for our season finales in there. So we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.